Hi everybody, hi everyone. So today we go on the section of chapter 12, so section 12.1, sampling techniques and measure of statistics. Um, so what will you learn today? So upon complete for this section, you will able to understand assemble assemble technique include the random statistic and cluster and stratify and um, convince convince the different sampling. Understand for the measure of the statistic. So statistic is the art of the science. So the art of the science um, and the science of the gathering, analyzing, um, analyzing and making the inference prediction from the numerical information, numerical obtain and experiment. So obtain and experiment. So what is statistic? Statistic is divided for the two main things. So branch, two main branch. We have this descriptive statistic um, is the connect with collection, organizing, and amazing of the data, analysis of the data for the inferential statistic is connect um, with the making generations or prediction from the data collect. So is the statistican interest lie, interest lies in drawing conclusion about the position's outcome to obtain of only the few particular events. Populations, populations, and considers all the item or the people interest. And the sample is include some of the item in the populations. So statistican, when so we have when statistican draw the conclusion from a sample, there is always a possible that can conclude um incorrect one. Um, I can say this one is we can say we can do with some of example. So I can say example like 100 sample. So no ill effect from social media. So this one is just a sample. So they use from the sample like you see this when studies draw conclusion from the sample. So this one is a sample for 100 people. No ill effect for social media. Um, so type of a sampling, the random sample. So the random sampling occurs a sample draw and such a way that per select is each item has equal chance to be drawn. So type of sample. So type of sampling. When the sample obtained by select a random star point and then select either n item and symbol in population and a symbol in the symmetric sample. So for example, um, we can say that an example we can do with the like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me try to type this out for more easy to see. 13, 14, 15, and etc. and going more. So we see this, and we can see symmetry. So we can select um, the number multiplied by 3. So we can see the select the number multiplied by 3. So we got what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and going more. So that we can symmetry select. We can select of them. Okay. Um, so type of a sampling. So the cluster symbol is the sometimes referred to as the area symbol because it's frequently applied for geometrical basic established that a symbol considers of the random select of the units. So for example, I can do like this um, because around my area, so I can do this right for person um Compton um Linwood uh Long Beach. So the cluster, like I can choose one of out of this, so even I can choose Linwood or the Long Beach, right? So I can pick out one of that. Okay, so this one type of sampling. So stratify simple. Stratify symbol involve the divide of population by characteristic called satisfy the factors in as a gender, race, religions, or income. So this one I can so for example I can say this one is Christian, Muslim, um, Catholic, Catholic or Catholic, I click a Catholic, so I can do with some of example for the number, like uh that. So for the income, for everything, so or we can have with the tab conversion sampling, conversion sampling, use the data that is easy to really obtain an extreme base. Um, Example, identify sampling technique. So identify sampling technique, you obtain a symbol that involve explain your answer. Every 20 subcan coming off a sampling line check effect. So so we can do that. So solution. So we can have as yeah, I use this color. So this one at random sampling. This one is random sampling because everyone one has an equal change. Everyone has an equal chance um, of being being select of being select. Okay. Um, so example for B. So we have a $50 gift certificate, $50 gift certificate given away annual banker conversation. Um, the ticket are placed in a bin, and the ticket mixed up, then the winner ticket select by a benefit person. Um, Let me take. So, oh, I'm sorry for this. This answer should be another one over there. So this one is, I make a mistake already. So this one solution select. So this one should be for B. So sorry for this. So sorry for this. So this one should be in here. Okay. So sorry, I make a mistake for this because I tried to copy, but I copy it wrong. Um a 50 gift certificate given away annual banker conversation ticket are placed in the bin and the ticket mixed up, then the winning ticket select by the bin folder. So this one is the random select because everyone had equal chance to bin select. But for this one, but for this one, Um, so every 20 soup can coming up assembling line checked by defect. So so this one is random. Statistic. Symmetric. 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 Cluster. Stratify. Conventions. Convention. Converse. Conversion. Conversion. Because S is every 20 cans. Every 20 cans. Okay. So sorry for the mistake for that. So for the C. So children in the large city certified based on the neighbor school they attend and the random sample of the 5 schools select. All children and each select school include the sample. So we have okay, based on the neighbor and all the children's are the sample. So this one, so this one is the cluster sampling. Um, like sometimes I try to tap and then I look in the wrong directions or wrong answer or something. So that's where I tap is wrong. So sorry for that. So right now I have to be careful for this because you are dividing uh, the region and select and selecting everyone from the select score. Okay, right from a select score. So for D, the first 50 people entered to the zoo as the support increase, the tax support, the zoo expand. So this one, uh, so this one is conversation sample because they are choosing the first 50 people. because this is 50 people. Okay, another example for E. Um, a registered vehicle, a registered vehicle in the state of California, registered vehicle certified according type, subcompact, compact, mid-size, full-size, SUV, and a truck. So we have what? Um, subcompact, compact, mid-size, full-size, SUV, and truck. So random sample of the vehicle and from each category is select. So this one is strategy, strategy, stratify. Sorry for that. Stratify in they are taking a sample of each category. Okay. Mr. of statistics. So many individual business and advisory firm measure statistics their own advantage. So measures of statistics. So when examining uh, statistical information, consider the following. So was a sample used to gather statistical statistical data, sorry, data unbiased and sufficiency size. Um, so is the statistical statement ambiguous? Could it be interest inter interpret interpret in another way or one way? So, what is not say? 4 out of 5 dentists recommend the sugarless gum for their patient who choose gum. This is advice advertisement. We do not know a sample size, so we do not know the sample size and the number of time of experience and performance to obtain the result. The advertisement does not mention the possible only 1 out of 100 dentists recommend a gum or at all. So um, in the advertisement, the golf ball is drive golf ball and hit in another branch golf ball and hit the same manner. We are told to drive a golf, travel um, farther, and their support conclude that the driver golf is better than the gutter golf. So does advertisement does not mention the number of time of experiment. So mention they do not mention is the number of the time for the experiments for performance. So what is not say? The possible is the bias include the wind speed and direction, and no two swing identical, and that is the ball land rough or smooth surface. So venture and ambiguous were venture or ambiguous were um, also lead to statistical missile and missile interpretation. Um, so the word average is on such a corpus. There are at least four different average, some of which in discussion in the section 12.3. So each calculate the different, and each may have a different values sample, same sample. So language or average word. So doing on a contract is not uncommon for employees take uh, holistic, po- holistically average salary for employees for 45,000 were asked 45,000 were asked the employee union state the average and 40,000. um the employees union state is average 4,000 40,000. Who is lying? So this one we can call mean or median. Let me type it out for more easy for everybody can see it. So I can call this one mean or median. So mean or median, actually both sides maybe tell you the truth. Each side will use the average that the best suit of the need the pres for the case. So we have a charge and a graph. Charge and a graph can be misleading even through the data and display correct, adjust vertical scale of the graph and a different and give a different impression. So we have a chart and a graph. So while each graph represents identical information, then vertical scale have been altered. So you see this even the stock A. So this one is the chart or the graph. So from January, February, March, and so on. Whatever the month, April, go and then go on May, June. That's how they go. And this one the price for the stock, even the stock A, stock B. And when we see the graph like this, and we should know and we should see that is the same, or we can see this how is the stock go, um, or we can see the chart and the graph. The graph A appears show the greater increase than in the graph B. So you see this small one. So 2009 they have play around is 95 or 29. This one they wrap in here, so this one they the huge they go gap. You see this is the huge, but this one just a little small, so because the different step. So the chart and the wrap consider claim that if you invest $1 by next year, it will be $2. This obtain the claim sometime mis represent actually you investment has only the double, but the area of the square is the right 4 times what is the square. So you see this? So we can see this one as $1 for a year, and the next year is $2. Um, or we can have this express the amount a cube for increase the volume for eightfold. So the first year, so you see this, all this one, so we have one, so this one is $1, right? And then the next year is two, so this one is two, and this one is two. So you see the volume for this is 2 times 2 times 2, so this one is 8. So the volume, this one 8, or this the volume. So 1 times 1 times 1 equal 1, right? So you can see how the difference for that. And they have another one, the church wrap, the circle wrap can be mislead. The sum of the part of the wrap does not add up to the 100. So this one is does not add up to 100. The chart of the graph, and you can see this as this you can see you see that the research 49% check the new weather for 15%, so for the new size 16% purchase the goods and service 24 and etc. So the wrap on previous slide misleading, since the sum of the part is 183. So you can add all this up. So this one is equal for 180 percentage. A wrap another then the circle wrap should have been used display the top 6 reason American say that is the internet. Uses the internet. So the wrap chart displays the example percent in this section should not be left with the impressions and a statistic used solely for the public misleading and cheating consumer. For this, when they try to get the wrath or something, so they can be a cheating consumer. There's the unbiased, so biased. Just the studies early, many important messages use the statistic. Most statistical report accurate. Usually, you should realize, however, the importance of the for our consumer. So thank you very much for this. We're done for 12.1.